Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for the Summer Hikaru Died, episode 6. Last episode, we fought the wig ghost. Wig ghost, that's what we were calling it, the wig ghost. That was almost the entirety of the episode. Yoshiki almost killed Hikaru, nearly drowned his ass, and then bit him while he was being taken over by the wig ghost. There's a bunch of visuals and things like that, a bunch of good symbolism and stuff like that as well. So, very good episode. And this one is called Asako, which I think is very interesting. So, I wonder if we're going to get a focus on her, because she's been kind of in the background as someone who can, like, sense the stuff going on, but we haven't gotten details as to how much she knows, like, how she knows, or why she knows, or like, there's a lot of details about her that are left in the air at the moment, so it seems there might be an episode focused on her. But yeah, let's get into this. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. I'm gonna start over. I said that really weirdly. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now, further step straight into the Summer Hikaru Died, episode 6. Yep, already starting with her. Using it as a bookmark. And transformed into someone else. Oh, same appearance and same memories appears. So that's different from Hikaru's situation. Because Hikaru knows he's not Hikaru, not the actual Hikaru, even if he has the memories. Just cause, great. Yeah, no, not the same thing, I don't think. Yeah. They look the same on the outside, don't they? It's as if Hikaru never disappeared at all. Back to the singing bit again. They're really preparing for some performance. Only people themselves anyway. This is a great question. What defines... I mean, I guess there's a lot of different ways you could define death. Some people look at it from a perspective of someone's never dead until everybody forgets about their existence entirely. In the kind of way that, like, your relatives or loved ones who remember you after you pass away, you're not dead until you're forgotten. And then obviously, you know, the most real, or not realistic, but the most baseline way to think about it is, when you die, you're dead. When your body and your brain and your heart stops beating, you're dead. But this is obviously a supernatural situation where Hikaru is very much alive, but also dead at the same time. Because Hikaru's memories still live on in this being, even if said being has its own memories as well. So it's a very hard line to walk to figure out, is Hikaru actually dead? Does Hikaru live on in this being? But because I mean, the original Hikaru is dead, but his memories are not gone, and there's someone in the body of Hikaru literally alive with said memories. Or if that's gonna be the scene from the opening where they have like the poppers and shit. Well, it seems like he was thinking there for a second, but then he decided to just go with it. Infinity! Oh god. Going up a hill that steep on a bike sounds like hell. I'd just walk it at that point. Hello. Oh, he's gonna drive right by. Interesting. Oh my god, no, don't tell me we're gonna get in the same car as this guy. This is one of the guys who's been going around with Tanaka this entire time. Oh my god. Crazy. They just have absolutely zero idea. It's kind of honestly amazing that they don't suspect Hikaru at all. Because, like, they're trying to figure out what the hell happened and figure out where this being is. It has two different names, Nonoki and Unuki. Y'all told me that Inuki is the one that I made up. I still don't know how I did that. But Nonoki and Unuki, whichever the name of this being is, maybe they're two separate beings. I don't know. It just seems like they have different names for this one being. And they know it's like come down from the mountain and is somewhere, but they don't even consider the possibility that it could be in a person, which I find interesting considering Hikaru was up in that mountain for a full week, and that's when it came down, was around the same time that Hikaru got lost up there. So interesting. Just interesting they don't have any suspect on Hikaru at all, especially considering his family was involved with the whole situation. But maybe they were just so happy that he got back alive that they didn't even think about it. I guess that's possible. Jesus Christ. I know it's like a visual for like I know it's a visual to like make it tense or something, but it just sounded like they got on a really bumpy road all of a sudden. The world's bumpiest road known to man. My bug just got shocked. Eee. Oh, it's no, is that another one of those fucking bugs? What episode was it? At the end of one of the episodes, I forget which episode it was, but there's visuals of like a bug birthing maybe, or it was like molting, or fuck, I don't remember what it was now. It was in one of the episodes. This bug looks similar. What the fuck? Oh my god. I knew it was coming and they still successfully jump scared me. I was literally waiting for it. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew they were actually gonna jump scare us. That's the first, I think, legitimate just outright jump scare in this show that they've done. I love how they make things like lower quality on purpose. It's very off-putting. I love it. Funjoyable. Oh, so they're getting fireworks or poppers and stuff. That's right, they don't live close to the school. Hikaru and Yoshiki have to bike quite a ways. Is it so basically so Hikaru and Yoshiki live in that small village. The one, I forget the names of them. They all have specific names for the 4 different areas. But does that mean the others live in the bigger one? Because Hikaru and Yoshiki live in that tiny little section that is the one section out of all of them that doesn't worship Christianity. And then, is it possible that these 3 live, you know, where the school is in the bigger section? I think that's how that works, right? Which is why they had to travel a bit of a ways, because they were going between villages. The animation. Now I'm on edge, man. I'm just waiting for something to fucking happen. Ooh, that's to a memory of Hikaru there. That's so fucking smooth. Yeah, you can see his eyes are black. What? That's such a cool transition into like a memory. Also, you can tell it's a memory because the style changed. Damn. Probably the first time he's been in this room since maybe, I don't know. We haven't seen him go in here otherwise. Oh, is that Hikaru's dad's hat? Yeah. Matsushima. That's Hikaru's dad's hat, right? That's where you've seen it before, but what did that say? Matsushima Sawmill. Oh. To Yoshi's father? Yeah. Gotta listen to that. Quite the thing to tell your kid. Yeah, Hikaru's dad's hat. Toshi.
おさんとはろくに話してこやんかったけど覚えとる足鉄
You better get the game, they're waiting for you. Oh, something else fell out.
これなんかこぼしてカピカピになっとる
Hikaru just, I mean, Yoshiki just keeps running into shit.
ヒカルの字よ
He knows a roll. Oh, he's keeping it. Just fucking dude. Yep, it is the clip from the opening. His English is actually good. What is he? Hang on. I only got the infinity part I talked over. What else is he saying? Because I love how Hikaru is so like amazed by them because he's never seen these before as himself, as Nonuki or Unuki. He only has Hikaru's memories of it. Did he say this is beautiful? They have it so like toned down. I can't hear what he's saying. Aww, Hikaru in the back. Damn, look at them all having fun. Well, I feel like this is a calm before the storm type shit here. That's what this feels like. It's been a lot of build up, and so I feel like we're just waiting for one big climactic moment from all this build up over the first 6 episodes, and this feels like the calm before the storm here. Nope, letting them tail out.
ヒカルなあれグラおーあれおどうやじいちゃんが大事にしとあうちにもあんでここらやけど
Interesting, so maybe they do live in the same area, because he's talking about a shrine as well, which I don't know if Christianity in Japan is worshipped with shrines. They mentioned churches in the other 3 or 4. I forget, I need to look at that map again. But the other 3 or 4 areas they mentioned, there was a lot of churches. So maybe they actually all live in the same area. I don't know. It hasn't really been explained where the school is located and where they live. All I know is Hikaru and Yoshiki have to bike quite a ways to get there, which I would assume is down a pathway or through a certain way because they live in that small village. Comparatively speaking to, you know, the bigger area where I would assume the school would be located. But you guys can correct me in the comments. Ah! I mean, like, yeah, lots of focus on her this episode. What for, though?
ついでにアイス買おうや今のうちにちょっとほっとくかそうやね今年夏の終わりにでけえ花火大会あるらしいでマキ行くめっちゃ
Do you want to go with them? She totally wants to go with him. She totally wants to go with him. Those two, obviously, this way we know are into each other. They were already thinking about doing that. Leaving these two alone. Whether Yoshiki did that intentionally or not, he just set them up. He's trying to act all cool about it, but now he's like, you know, on second thought, I will go. Asako, let's be careful here. You're going down a dangerous line of questioning. We know Hikaru is not opposed to killing people. Then again, we don't know for 1000% certain that Hikaru is the one who killed the grandma in episode 1. However, there's not much wiggle room for imagination in that regard. It's literally his voice that says it whenever she's killed, which I'm assuming is a difference from the manga, because obviously in the manga there is no voice and you don't actually see Hikaru there. So that's probably a big difference from what the manga shows, but it was Hikaru's voice that said, like, I'm already inside, and then supposedly made her eat her own hand to kill herself. So yeah, I don't know if there's much wiggle room for negotiation there on who did that in episode 1. So Asako, let's be extra careful here with this line of questioning.
戻ってきてくれてよかった。なんか
Oh no. What?
意味わからんかったらスルーしてほしい。
Oh god, I'm getting nervous. Oh boy. Once again, I've still been questioning this entire show. How much does she know? How does she know it? What does she know in general? Because she's talked about noises that apparently other people can't hear or aren't hearing, like when Hikaru killed that long neck or consumed that long neck spirit. She, like, apparently the girl, I forget her name, I'm so sorry, the other girl of their friend group, said like, what it sounded like a gunshot or something like that, right? I think I forget exactly what she said, but then Asuka was like, oh, so that's what it sounded like, meaning she heard something else. And then also she told her not to go on the train tracks, which we saw later that Rie killed one of those beings, one of the like a spirit on the train tracks. So how does she just have a good sense to about these things? Does she know directly about these things? I have so many questions, and it seems like she's about to ask a dangerous question here. Maybe it's a misdirect. Maybe it's a misdirect. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! So she also figured it out? Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Is he gonna play coy? Oh my god. Is he gonna play coy about it and just be like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Here's Asako backstory. Interesting. So she always been astute to hearing things. Ooh, that's interesting. So there's a difference here. Yoshiki can see everything, possibly because of his connection to Hikaru and all the above. And then there's other people who can see the stuff as well, see spirits and things like that. But Asako can only hear them. She saw nothing over there. She can only hear. That's interesting. And sense these things. Oh, but you're falling asleep. Interesting. Aww. Cool, they've been friends since like childhood. Yeah. What's her name? Yuki? Is her name Yuki, or is it just... Oh, fuck, I don't remember her like full name. I think it might be Yuki. Oh god. Well, it sounds like someone's walking. Whoa. And it's... Oh, and now she can see it. Is she literally seeing like the sound vibrations? Does she not actually see the spirit? Or is this just what the spirit literally looks like? Heavy ass footsteps. Jesus! Look out. Oh, a car's driving by. Oh my god. Yuki is her name. So did that car end up hitting her? So she told her to stop, and did the car literally run into her because she told her to stop? Because they were screaming like something happened to her. Maybe the car barely missed her, and they're like, oh my god, Yuki, oh my god. So that spirit tried to save her. That's interesting. That spirit was like, stop. Wait, what did it, wait, what did it say? Yeah, it said look out. A frightening some of the mate. You gotta have an air of nuance about it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, she just fell down beside the car. So she's trying to figure out whether this one that is with Hikaru is bad or not. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting if we get another person in on the fact that it's not actually Hikaru. That's very interesting. Because she's already perceptive of the fact that they're not all necessarily bad. That makes it very interesting that we've only had bad interactions with them so far in terms of like what Yoshiki has gone through. He's only experienced bad ones coming after him. This is Asuko, you're barking up a bad tree here though. You trying to figure out whether it's a good one or not. Oh dear god. This is nerve-wracking. Because Hikaru is scary. Ooh. Oh my god! Relax! He's already attacking her? Oh my god! Oh my god! Calm before the storm, I was fucking right, Jesus! But she can't see anything. Ooh. Didn't mean to what? Almost kill her? It's like instinct took over. He forgot he was Hikaru for a second and he was back to being Nonoki or Unuki. Instinct took over as the being that he is to not let anybody find out who he is. And so he just had to take her out in that instant. He forgot anything. That's why when he came out of it and he's talking to Yoshiki, he's like, I think she knows I didn't mean to do anything because his innate being to take out people who know about him seemingly took over. This is crazy. Kill her? Consume her? Yeah! Goes back to the line of questioning Yoshiki was having at the beginning of the episode about what really means death. This is crazy. It's because you're a spirit though. That there's a big, because you know about the spirit world and have experience in there and all the above. So being dead and being alive is two sides of the same coin. It just changed shape a little is all. But you'll kill anybody else. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's incredibly hypocritical. Damn, you know, I just noticed the fucking strings in my hoodie. I put this on this morning. The strings are so mismatched. Anyway, that's just very hypocritical to be like, your life is different. Hikaru's like, oh yeah, all these lives, like, what even is life and death? What's the big deal about like dying? It makes no difference. You just change shape a little is all. But then when Yoshiki's like, oh, so it doesn't matter if you killed me, right? You lied when you said you didn't want to kill me. And he's like, no, that's different. It's like, We sure about that? Yeah, because and the only reasoning Hikaru just dropped, which it obviously is because he's in love with Yoshiki. That's the contradiction there. But he just pinned it as we won't be able to eat ice cream together anymore. Yeah. It makes me special to you. He loves you, but it's just so interesting to see how Hikaru acts, the way he speaks and things, because he is like a spiritual being. So, and we don't even know if this spiritual being ever once was a human. The way it's regarded as like a deity makes it seem like it might have always been like a spiritual being. So it knows nothing really about humanity and things like that. It's never been a human. That's right. I think it said in episode 1 that it was its first time being a human in Hikaru. In episode 1, whenever it revealed to Yoshiki, I believe. You guys might have to correct me on that, but I think he said something like that. This interesting scenario here, man. The big reveal. Literally talking about that earlier this episode. Yes. Oh! Oh, that is quite a look. Jesus. Oh, good morning, Asako. Did she forget what she was questioning? Smells like puke. Does she remember? I know you've been possessed by a ghost. Yeah, you might have just salvaged the relationship between Hikaru and Yoshiki there. I think Yoshiki would have... I don't know what Yoshiki would have done if you didn't wake up there and interject with that little quip of yours. I think something in their dynamic would have broke for forever. Still quite the tense atmosphere at the moment. So she noticed right away too. His voice got weird sometimes. So she's known for forever too. Felt like you'd be safer together. Well, the whole issue with that is it's protecting Yoshiki, sure, but it is also the reason that Yoshiki is in danger in the first place. The only reason all these spiritual beings have flooded into the village is because Noniki or Unuki has made its way down from the mountain into Hikaru. Like that's the biggest issue here. That's why these spirits are appearing in droves in the first place. The same way that Rie described it as like the big wave of, like, I forget exactly the word she used, but you guys know what I'm talking about when she was telling Yoshiki about how the like atmosphere came down from the mountain into the village. Try talking to her. Yeah, she doesn't know that Hikaru flat out died. I'm off the hook. I believe, yeah. Interesting. So she doesn't fully understand. She thinks there is a being possessing Hikaru, not that Hikaru is flat out dead, and this is a new Hikaru, just with the memories of the old one. But is there really a big difference between those two? Is there really that big of a difference? I guess she just thinks that it is Hikaru. Hikaru never died. She thinks it is Hikaru, and there is a ghost possessing him. I don't know, the way she phrased it earlier, she was like, I think it's protecting you. I can't tell if she believes that this ghost is just dormant inside of Hikaru, and that Hikaru and Yoshiki are still normal, and that there's just like a ghost inside of Hikaru. That seems to be what she's perceiving it as, instead of this is an entirely different being altogether that has taken over Hikaru and has predominance over Hikaru, basically. Although you could also say that Hikaru's memories are starting to pretty heavily affect it, and its love for Yoshiki is stopping it from doing what I'm assuming is just its nature, to not let anybody find out about it. This is so interesting. I love this. Like I said, that moment was literally the calm before the storm. I called that shit. Because the way Hikaru said I'm off the hook made it sound like she doesn't fully grasp the situation at hand. He needs a minute to talk to Hikaru. Oh boy. Damn! Specifically bumped his ass. I mean, the fact that he killed the grandma, Matsura, and then was going to kill Asako, this thing cannot be trusted. Its innate nature as this being has consistently won out over Hikaru's emotions over and over and over again. It has almost killed Yoshiki, like twice. It killed Matsura, and it almost killed Asako. Clearly, the memories of Hikaru are fighting back in the way that it wants to protect Yoshiki, and even though Yoshiki knows about it, it doesn't want to kill Yoshiki. Like, clearly the Hikaru memories are fighting back, but they don't have predominance in this head. Whatever its innate, I don't know if its innate nature is to kill people that know about it, or what exactly is going on there. That's just how I'm interpreting it for now until we get a different answer. But that clearly wins out almost every time. That's bad. That's really bad. That's incredibly dangerous, even if this thing can protect you too. So he completely left. Yeesh. Oh, now it's Yoshiki with the blanket covering his head. Oh no, it's Hikaru again. Okay. Now we're getting a monologue from Hikaru here. That's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna start being a little more introspective. Also, we're cutting through the ending again. They've done this I think twice now. This happened back in episode 4 as well, which is another penultimate episode for Yoshiki and Hikaru's relationship. Your soul stays here. Ooh, I love that. The fire, like we were just doing those little like popper fireworks, how the souls are like fireworks in the sky. I love it. Ooh. Them as the kids watching the fireworks. Hey. Yep, his innate nature as this being was taking over there, but why? Is that my own opinion? Ooh, this is good. Oh, I love this. It's not good, maybe not a good way that he's thinking, but, or maybe it is actually, but I love the way the story is going, the direction the story is going. He's having to discern his own emotions, split Hikaru and the Nonoki Unuki beings emotions, and figure out what's his own, what is he actually feeling. He's like becoming a mix of both. Even if the Nonoki Unuki might win out, he has to realize, like, what are his own feelings as this new Hikaru, as a mix of both beings put together into one. What are his own feelings? Ooh, this is getting really good, because he literally was reaching out like, Yoshiki's got a nice soul, and he's like, wait, no, I can't kill him. Like, that innate nature of Nonoki Unuki was coming out, being like, this creature's got a nice soul, you want to consume it. But then it's Hikaru's feelings are like, no, I don't want to kill him, and he's like, fuck, what are my own thoughts? Oh, I love it! Dude, this is so good. Oh man. End credit scene here. Ooh, they specifically subtitled Hikaru in italics. What is the plan here, Yoshiki? Alright. That was probably my favorite episode so far, I think. No joke, I think that was probably my favorite episode so far. Ooh, this is getting so interesting. This is getting so interesting. Hikaru fighting with what is his own feelings. Asako kind of in the know, but also not fully understanding the situation either. The beef, but beef is a vague word to use for it, but the beef between Hikaru and Yoshiki now that Yoshiki knows that Hikaru has flat out killed people and was going to kill more that knew about him. But then Yoshiki's here right now this morning. A lot of questions. Really good episode. It seemingly was like a lot of build up to this moment over the past 6 episodes. Like Yoshiki grappling with Hikaru's death, you know, coming to accept this new Hikaru, and that all coming crashing down there in that one scene after he realizes how he already knew, but he kind of blocked away the fact that this Hikaru is incredibly dangerous. He kind of just put that thought away in the back of his mind and accepted this new Hikaru as a totally separate being as he kind of mourned the actual Hikaru's death. But now he's been faced with the reality again that this thing is incredibly dangerous. Ooh, I'm so curious how this is going to be going to go going forward. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to The Summer Hikaru Died, episode 6. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.